What's up, everyone, and welcome to season 5, episode 16. Girl, you know what podcast? I am Danielle.
And I'm Kisha.
And here we go. So,
Election day.
election day.
Woo.
I'm nervous.
Me too, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I just I'm being positive,
Yeah.
but, because I have good feelings about it, but I'm still nervous as hell.
hmm I think the two things that make me nervous, which I consider to be like legitimate cheating, or I should say voter fraud, is the fires at the ballot box
Yes.
and the purging of the rolls in Virginia. So those are the two things that kind of give me a little pause.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just praying that, and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm a little disappointed in Black men.
Yeah, still.
It's just at this point it kind of hurts a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like we carry y'all in every situation, even at the times when it feels like Black men and Black women are against each other. Secretly, Black women still be rooting for y'all.
Yeah.
And to be in this position where Black men are so like outspoken with disrespect,
Mm-hmm.
it is a little disturbing. It's a little disturbing, and truthfully, I feel like my life is in transition, and it really makes me feel like I understand why Black women are single.
It makes you wonder. It really does, because
I get it.
we're at a point right now where it should not be this divided. Like, it shouldn't be. And like you said, I'm glad you said that, because as much as we have stood up, I think I was kind of low, so I apologize, y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to fix that. But we're at a point right now with all that Black people have been through. I'm not just talking about history wise, before we even got here, before we were even thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Now everything that has gone on with Black people, and like you said, the way that the Black woman, without hesitation, without thought, without even
Considering herself.
exactly, steps up for the Black man. And this time, so many of you, I've seen Negroes almost in tears discussing their hatred for this particular Black woman. But we know what it trickles down to. It's not just her, it's what she represents that
Yeah.
you all feel.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yep.
coming out, and it's really sad. And it's just like,
It would give me pause moving forward.
yeah.
No disrespect, like dating a Black man, because what you actually see is not their hatred for her.
Mm-hmm.
It is their hatred to see Black women in an elevated position.
Yeah.
And that's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the same breath, you would complain about Black women who date white men.
Yeah.
Well, sir, why do you think they're doing that?
Right.
Because look at the way you all are behaving.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they feel like Black women feel love from you? I'm a person who believes this. If I see you treat one person a certain way, you're probably going to do it to me.
Yeah. What makes me special? That's the thing.
And y'all come from Black women.
That's the thing. And you have daughters.
don't feel weird to y'all.
That to me that is extremely weird. And the thing that there was this trend going on TikTok. I know you saw it. I'm sure because you're on TikTok more than me.
Yeah.
So I know, but it was all these white girls who were voting against their fathers. Not only just to vote against their fathers, but what it was pretty much, it was like they were finally realizing now that they're adults, they're at voting age, they were realizing that the things that their fathers have been saying about women, about, I'm sure black women, that they don't believe that, and they obviously aren't for Trump. So, they're voting for who they want to vote for, but it's just like they're putting their fathers on blast, basically, even though their fathers aren't on there. But still, if these girls, because there were thousands of them, that were saying, like talking about things that their fathers have said.
Well, because as you get, as the generations go on, you interact with people. You kind of put your foot out there because your fathers have been I'm sure their fathers have been telling them, don't do this, don't do that. Prime example.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart talked about I watched the Martha Stewart documentary at least 3 times so far. And she talked about when she got engaged to Andy and her father slapped her. Now, mind you, these white people, these are all white people.
Right.
But Andy was Jewish. And she said he slapped her hard across the face and said, you're not going to marry him. He's a Jew. Oh. And, she said it didn't surprise her because her father was a bigot. She knew that he said things, about people, but she went on and she married Andy anyway. And her father was there, But I say that to say, as you as the generations go on, you start to learn, well, there's not anything really wrong with these people. Like you were kind of just saying that, Dad, but they're all right.
Yeah.
You say that they live like this or they come from this, and honestly, they cleaner than we are. They ain't said that, but I'm saying we are cleaner than y'all.
Let's just put it out there.
So, it's just like, I'm sure they're starting to realize I've been raised in hypocrisy and lies. So I pray that, it works out.
Yeah.
But it does have me a teach worried.
Definitely. And I'm just going to, I'm going to be on pins and needles all day tomorrow, because.
Yeah. I'm going to not watch.
Yeah. I just want to see the results. Yeah. I'm not watching anything. I just want to see.
Not until late.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see the final.
Yeah.
So it's, I can't do that to myself because I've been worrying about it.
Anxiety will
too
be
much.
High.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
And since we talking about these funky ass elections.
Okay, let's go.
Tamron Bonquisha ass, what's her last name? Hall. Scoot your ass up here to the front. And see, this where I got the problem right here. Because like the guy said who made the video, you ain't said nothing yet. So what you are telling me is that you laid on your back. And I'm going to stop right there.
That's it.
And the second problem is that, see, and we overlooked this back in I think they said 12. Because this was before she had her show. They said she had the pregnancy and abortion from him in 2015.
Yeah, I remember
that.
But
back in 2012, his voicemail got hacked. And there were multiple voicemails left by her.
Oh.
And the voicemails went on to say things like, I saw the way that they described you, and it has nothing to do with the person that I know you to be.
Oh.
Bitch, what?
Oh.
I'm going to need to use your discount at Gucci because this dress I want is $3,000. So I could use your discount. I think his discount's like 30 or 40%.
No.
Because I guess wherever this particular Gucci store is, it's either inside of Trump Towers on the ground floor, like on the first level, or it's in one of his buildings. And because he owns it, they give him like a decent discount. I think it's like 30 or 40%.
And Mama wanted that discount.
She said, so I'm gonna need to use your discount for Gucci. Because my dress is $3,000.
Bitch. Wait a minute.
So that was your man. Is that what you telling me?
That
That's your
was
boyfriend.
that was her boo, and she's sticking beside him. Now wait a minute. Now, so okay,
I'm gonna send. I thought I sent you the video, but I'm gonna send you
you
the thing
probably
because you
did,
can
and
read it, so you
yeah.
can see. Because he read the voicemails like they were transcribed,
Oh, okay.
baby.
So we
But it
see.
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It
It
totally
makes
makes
sense
sense,
because look at
especially why
that.
she
Look at
hasn't
what
said
she had
nothing.
that baby by. Look
Yeah,
who she had the baby by.
yeah.
So it made perfect sense.
And look where it's got her. Because her
Oh yeah,
show's
he
not
had
that
something to
great.
do.
I
He
mean,
had something to do with
oh
that.
yeah, because her show is dry as hell. And there's
He had something to do with
he
that
did. He had
because
to.
she was great friends with Andre Leon Talley,
Yep.
who was great friends with Anna Wintour, and
Mm-hmm.
they all rubbed elbows with Trump in that circle. New York society, high society, I should say, is something completely different. That it's a different beast that people will never understand.
Yeah.
They know they rubbing elbows with pedophiles. They know it.
Oh
They
yeah.
know. But the money make everybody be quiet over here.
Mm-hmm.
They know he is, and I'm gonna just leave it right there.
That's it.
Say that, leave that again, alone again. But they know. But his money make it okay.
Mm-hmm. Of course. And that's why so many of them get caught up in that stuff because you ignore it, and then when somebody gets caught, people start talking, and shit starts coming out, and then you sitting there looking like, oops.
And in New York, he is a fixture
Yeah.
of society.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was, but
Where he
I
was.
think it's starting to change. But
Yeah.
you know, but the fact that she's been quiet about it,
She ain't gonna say nothing.
because like he said, after 2 or 3 days, your PR people should have been on that.
Yes.
Because that's not something that is not a name you want attached to you as a black person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Baby.
Because now it's starting to say just who you are, which a lot of people I'm sure that know her.
Oh, they knew.
They knew.
They knew.
Yeah. So now.
Because is that man her husband? That's not her husband, right?
I don't think it's her husband. I think it's just
no,
baby
that's just her
daddy.
boyfriend. Yeah.
Yeah. Boyfriend. Okay, we'll go with that. Girl. Yeah, see, I didn't see. Maybe you did send me the video, but I didn't look at it because I did. This is news to me about the voicemails, child.
It used to be honor among thieves.
Listen, not anymore, baby. And I love the word.
Here.
It got hacked. Speaking of hacked, girl.
What?
No, I'm just talking about. Remember last week we were. I said I brought this on myself. I said the meta guys must have been listening to me.
Oh my God, what happened?
So in the middle of the night, now like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and first thing I do is like I look at my phone, of course.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, I was on Facebook in the middle of the night, I was reading messages and stuff, whatever. I wake up the next morning. I wake up later that morning, I should say. And, when I'm getting up, getting ready for work. And I try to go into my Facebook and it logged me out. So I was like, okay, sometimes there are glitches. Sometimes, it just logs you out, And so I tried to log back in, and then I got that message I sent you.
Right.
Said that my account was suspended because someone, and I want to talk about this, for a reason, but somebody set up a fake Instagram account and somehow linked it to my Facebook account. So they
because anything, once you get the messing around with Instagram, it automatically is linked to your Facebook, to your threads.
Right.
Like it's like a one-way track with those three.
But the crazy thing is my Instagram is fine. Both of my Instagrams are fine and my threads is fine. So somehow I don't know. I have no idea. So I was looking online, like trying to figure out what happened, because they told me I can go into that Instagram account and appeal it, but it's not a real Instagram account. I even tried to pull it up just by log in, just putting that username in to see, and they said there's no account by this name. So they've already deleted the account.
So I wonder if it was like somebody logged you out to try to get you to log in to get your personal information. You know how sometimes they'll do that or say oh, you're suspended so that you can start going through the process and giving up your personal information
Right.
to get back into your account.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing. Like, I mean, that day, like, I was able to download all my information. So I have like all my pictures and stuff like that.
Right.
I was able to do that. So I have all that stuff, which I'm at least happy I had the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to like go like appeal through the email. And so I just like, but a lot of people, so I did that. I haven't heard anything back. Because I remember I text you and I was like, "Can you even see my Facebook account?"
I could.
Yeah, because I tried to just do a search and I couldn't pull it up. Like I was logged out. I didn't set up that new account yet. But anyway, I say all that to say that we were clowning Facebook last week and they were probably like, "Oh, I got you," because
Right.
but seriously, this is happening to a lot of people because like if
Yeah.
you go on like Reddit and all these other like even just like other forums and stuff like that, people are saying that this is happening to them. And they say that when they get back into their account, and I've seen this too, like it even told me when I was trying to get back into my old account, it kept saying become meta verified. So I'm wondering if they're trying to get people to pay for that meta verified if you have like, because a lot of people were saying like they were like influencers and they had business accounts and stuff like it because I had my LLC account, that was also connected to
I
my
do
personal
have
account.
I did attach when I was doing the pink boutique.
The
I
pink box.
did have my a business account
Right.
attached to that because they kind of make you. That's how you had to upload your pictures and everything like that.
Yeah.
If you wanted to like people to be able to order from Facebook, so you had to do it that way.
Right.
Child.
So I was like, is this something that
Mark
they're just trying to?
always.
I mean, it's always something. And I was like, seriously, for about an hour or two, I was sitting there debating, do I even want to deal with Facebook anymore? I was seriously like at the point, like, I'm not even going to create one. I'll see if I can get this one back. If not, I'm done.
I be paying them dust.
Yeah.
I mostly really operate from Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'll do is when I share something, I even go to the box at the bottom of the Instagram thing and just click on share. Like, do you want to share this to your Facebook? Trust me, if you see something come up in my story on Facebook, it was an accident.
Right.
I was moving too fast
and didn't click that off.
And I didn't push the button to turn it off because, and I get on there and mostly the things I see is the R&B thing. That group, I love it.
Yeah, because we were talking about that. I said, that's all I really share because that's the first thing I see when I log in there. So,
but being like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
And I'm only like requesting people who I actually talk to and talk to me.
Child, don't get me started.
I mean,
Yeah. We just mind our little business.
That's it. So.
And that's what kind of turned me off. It was like, you post things that's drama and like you get all the likes. You post something positive, nobody likes it. And then this is what I wonder. Could it be the algorithm?
No.
Like
I see it.
not pushing it. You think it's them, you think it's the people.
It's them. Yeah, because
it's them.
Well, no, because it's not what you post, it's who posts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, they see it, and I even made a comment about that, a post about that like maybe a few years ago. And I was just like, I can post something shady, I can post something funny, and I get 50 likes off rip. I posted a blog post or a podcast, or it's like you said, anything positive, 1 or 2 likes, if that. No shares. Maybe a couple shares. I know Nidra's real good at sharing, like people, but there are people who I've supported and stuff. I've come to their events, I've bought their merchandise, stuff like that, and they have never once shared one of my posts. So
then I think it's just kind of like, oh Lord, am I supposed to say that out loud? It kind of feels like maybe I have outgrown this space.
That's what I think.
And maybe I've outgrown these people.
Right.
And I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time leaving people behind.
Yeah, I think that's what my thing is too. I think that's why I set it back up, because there are people like family from out of town and, people who I do talk to, who I don't see, or maybe haven't even seen in years, that
Mm-hmm.
I do actually like seeing what they're up to and what their children are up to, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's where I was at, because people who I talk to on a daily basis, I can talk to them,
Yeah.
who are on my Facebook. But
Yeah.
there
Like
are
we
some,
call each other. So
yeah, exactly. But there are people who, like I was like, well, I do kind of want to keep in touch with this person,
right.
whatever. But yeah, it was, yeah. So it's a double edged sword, but yeah. So that's
Yeah,
what
my
happened
list
to
is getting
me.
small.
It is, yeah. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I looked like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I had like, and I know some accounts are like duplicates. I know. Now, one
Mm-hmm.
thing I'm sad about is that there are people who were still my friends, even though they passed away,
Oh God,
like
you can't get
Tisa
them
and
back.
Brandy. People like
Oh yeah.
So there are people who,
I will never delete Tisa's page.
yeah,
So that is
yeah.
kind of
So
like
that
yeah.
bothered me. So my cousin Tommy, who just passed away, my cousin Kenny. I might be able to get his pages. I think his wife did a memorial page, but still,
Right.
so I
That
can't.
that's the part that's
Yeah,
like
so
yeah.
that pissed that. Now I did think about that. That really pissed me off. I was like, damn. I was like, I'm not gonna be able.
Get them back.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I still got Tisa's phone number and Brandy's phone number in my phone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that's
Yeah. Those
still a
things are
link to them.
uncomfortable to delete. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they really are. But
Yeah.
yeah, so watch out for that. Like, don't sign into anything. And that's the other T. I even got an email from Facebook asking if I signed in near Dallas, Texas. I said no, and they still suspended me. So I'm just like, y'all just playing games. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I think we've cleared the important things
yeah,
because the major thing about this episode is it's election day.
yes,
And so we are anticipating great results.
mm-hmm,
This will come out in enough time for you to hear it and go vote. You have till
yes.
what?
I think it's
What time do
seven
the
or
polls
7:30. I
close?
think it's
7 or 7?
7 or 7:30. Don't quote me, but always early
Please
vote.
check
So
what time your polls
yes,
close.
please,
Please go vote. Please go vote, you guys. If you
yes.
hear this tomorrow and you have not voted, vote. Vote.
And let me say, and I've seen a couple people post this. Don't bother showing up if you're gonna vote for Cornell West ass.
I'm not. No. No.
We're not doing
No.
that. Okay,
I,
okay. You don't want to go there. Okay.
girl,
Yeah, I'm just like y'all are just.
what?
Do y'all just want to be different, or are
Oh
you
my
really that
god.
ignorant? Though. I mean, they know it's not going to matter, but it's just like, that's a whole nother show right there.
Oh
Just the
my
ignorance.
god.
And I hope we won't have to have that discussion next week.
I feel like we're
But
gonna have to eventually do civics 101.
we
We're
are.
gonna have to talk about, when the elections come up in May,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to talk about when elections are, what
Yes.
elections happen when,
Yes.
how long does a governor hold a seat, how long does a mayor hold a seat, how long does a president hold a seat, what is the job of the president of the United States, what is the job of the vice president, what does the speaker of the house do, who is the
Listen,
house whip. We need y'all to start understanding government because some of the stuff y'all are saying is completely disturbing.
it really
We
is.
are 45 years old.
Thank you.
There's no earthly way that you don't know these things.
I mean,
We have information in the palm of our hand.
yes. Google is your best auntie.
There's no way that you guys don't know this. I can't believe that you're not even curious. You don't even
Now they know because they think that they know everything.
you don't even
And
want to know.
and social media has made people so to the point where if they have a few people who agree with them, they think that they're on a pedestal and they can just say whatever they want to.
Oh my God. Well, thank you all.
Yeah. So we
Feel
on
something was
on a
yes,
positive
we are
note. Yes,
on
on
a
a
very
positive
positive
note. We
note.
seriously do have good feelings and we've been praying about it because we do need to pray about this because the other outcome, if that fool gets back in office, it's been nice knowing y'all because he's about to shut the world down. Everybody keeps saying, everybody keeps saying, oh, well, he didn't do this last time. He didn't do that last time. Listen,
Well,
okay.
if you vote for him again, you've given him absolute power. He
Exactly.
absolutely believes in whatever he does and says.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, he's ready to hang people and, put people in front of a firing squad and stuff. And y'all just like, whatever, it ain't me. So, okay. So, there we go.
Oh well, he was just playing.
Oh, yeah, he was just,
Okay,
boys
okay,
will be boys. Yeah, okay. All right. So, go
okay.
Kamala. Go Democratic Party because there weren't any Because sometimes I may see, but not recently because the Republicans have become the Trumpicans. So,
Yeah, they're not even.
they're not even
The
real
Republican Party
Republicans
is not
anymore.
even a party. They're just
No.
Trump
Yeah,
supporters.
that's it. So, I,
Yeah.
basically just went straight down Democrat. Who the people who I voted for
Yeah,
is,
me too.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So anyway, so good positive thoughts.
Absolutely. So you can reach us at girl underscore you know what at Wellness and Women and at DannieBSpeaks. We hope that something was said, especially go vote, that will lead you into a positive light this week. And we will see you next week. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.